Evening, everybody. I'm just going live to do a quick video review. Praise I am that I am, or praise I am, depending on which channel he's on. Yeah, I can't remember which one if he's coming from his main one or his subsidiary one. Anyway, he did a quick review of, well, it was a long hangout. I think it was over 7 hours long, but I think the beginning of it, he starts with a review of my interaction with Darth Dawkins. And I've heard bits and pieces about this from people that I've talked to on Discord and from my brother, but I haven't actually watched it yet. So this is kind of my first time going through it, watching it, and I'll just be kind of reacting as we go. So as people show up, I'll probably be more inclined to share the link to open up the stream, especially if people indicate in the live chat that they'd like to jump in to give their commentary. Otherwise, feel free to join the live stream. Leave comments as you will. And we'll see how far we get with this. From my understanding, I don't think this part of the conversation goes on for very long, so it's not like I'm not going to go through the full 7 hours of this particular stream. I think this section is just a few minutes long, where he's dealing with kind of like me and my interaction with Darth. Hey, Marty, and hey, AJ. Nice to see both of you. Here we go.
Oh, it was on Jill's channel, but it's all over now. Yeah, buddy. I can't believe I forgot. I love Gideon. Yeah, I love Gideon. Gideon is true blue. I love his method. I liked how he approaches the Bible, but it was kind of 2-in-1 sometimes, but that's cool. I'm not gonna whine and cry about it. So let's get going with this review. Darth versus Jefferson. Let's have some fun, baby.
Doing your debate with PC Myers. I sent you the link.
So this debate, or just, well, I don't know if it was a debate or not. I think it fell way short of a debate because Jefferson kicks him out.
Okay, first of all, there was no debate. I was doing a reaction video to one of his videos, or to something like that. I was probably doing a commentary on like one of Tom Rabbit's videos, I believe, and a conversation began to happen, and this was according to Tom Rabbit's video, where Otangelo was kind of pointing out in some of the Discord servers where these guys hang out that I was doing this, right? And then this is evident in Tom Rabbit's kind of like edit. And I think as far as that part of the edit goes, it's accurate. I don't think you can really say that's out of context. He kind of clues Darth into the idea that I'm doing a take on one of his videos, and then he comes in later, kind of at the end, where I'm kind of wrapping things up, and then he wants to like kind of challenge me. We didn't have a debate. We didn't have a debate scheduled. So I'm not sure what Praise is talking about there. And the idea that I kicked him, I didn't kick him. In fact, in this last case, I didn't even mute him. I just basically was telling him what I was going to do, and then he took off. So, at least as far as I know, I didn't mute him. I might have hit the mute button once. Oh well, it's not necessary. Either way, I didn't even so much as backstage him, but I definitely did not kick him. So, here we go. Benghazi Jeff is a big poopy head in his talk with Darth. Just put that on there. Yes, apparently I am. It's good criticism, Benghazi.
High and mighty, Jefferson kicks him out.
Didn't kick him
out.
out.
Come on, Jefferson. Come on, buddy. I mean, so is that what we can expect of Jefferson now, is to kick people out?
No, because I didn't do that. I wouldn't even kick Praise out. And Darth argues better than Praise. I wouldn't kick Praise out.
private.
That's like a homeless meth addict reviewing watching brain surgery.
Exactly. Homeless addict trying to do brain surgery.
A well-homed meth addict should also not engage in brain surgery. I just want to point that out. Maybe that's unnecessary, but hang on a second here, folks. Let me make sure. Got to make sure the evil twin gets his due. He's not feeling 100% tonight. I believe he just got his second shot of Moderna. So he's going through the changes. His body is reacting to the Bill Gates microchip in him. But, oh, there he is. Hey, Jay. Jay, are you there? Jay, if you're there, I think you're muted. Hello? Hello? No, we can't hear you. So. While you struggle with that, I'm going to. Yep, I know you sent me a message on Discord. I sent you a link. Let's see here. Jay, if you're there, you are muted. So if you don't want to talk, that's fine. But I've got you in here in the stream. So, but if there's something going on, some kind of technical thing, just let me know. I don't see anything going on in the private chat. But if you're trying to talk, nothing's registering. So, okay. No, I think he dropped out. All right. I think he's got some sound problems going on. Anyway, he's got the link, so he'll be back. So let's keep going. By the way, welcome to Kevin Chaos, Andrew Saves, AJ Hieb. I think I welcomed you before. Is it pronounced Hieb? 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 I don't want to be ignorant, but I think it probably was with 2 out of 3 of those pronunciations. And Marty, of course. Welcome. Always welcome. And of course, StreamYard. We welcome you, StreamYard. And Benghazi, even though sometimes Benghazi. God equals the square root of -1. Hello. And secular pagan mom. How you doing? Who was the first in here? I think it was Marty. Marty gets 1,000 cock points. Yep. It's 1,000 cock points to Marty. So. Oh, Jay's back.
Is that working now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, for some reason my computer likes to turn off the mic. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was completely dead. Like, it wasn't even trying to do like a visual representation. It wasn't like a driver issue. It was just, it wasn't there.
Yeah, I had to go to my Lenovo settings and turn the mic back on. And then when I exited out of it, for some reason, it turned the mic back off again after I turned it back on. It's weird. Anyway.
I got a similar thing going on with a work computer, man. Anyway, I'm going to turn this back on and we can... so, yeah, he's already misrepresented me twice. He's already said that I kicked Darth, which I did not do.
Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to figure out where he got that from. Because I even say in my video, like, if he's watching, like, even in this video that he's reviewing, I was like, oh, he's gone. Like, I didn't kick him. I ask him a question. I come back to him. He's disappeared. That's twice.
Yeah.
All right, let's get going here. Hey, Todd.
Yeah, he's an idiot and a troll. I remember when I dialogued with him on, it might have been 2 occasions, but at least one in particular with him and his brother, and they're just obfuscational.
Dialogue with you.
They just gaslight.
What'd you say?
Oh, he dialogued with one of us.
I know when he does that, he sounds like one of those New York Times intellectuals. Like, oh, were we having a cafe au lait and a biscuit?
Sorry, I'm starting to sound like praise.
as we dialogued. Oh.
Ooh, zombie, more chocolate sauce. Ooh.
I don't know who Dio Hayabusa is, but why TF are people wasting time with this old guy Darth? I'm not wasting. Well, I am wasting time with him in the sense that I'm wasting time. I think making these kinds of like things on YouTube. But the only reason I'm talking about this kind of stuff is that because this guy, for whatever reason, gains a lot of traction, trolling his way through Discord servers, trying to beat up on young people. Mostly, it seems like it's mostly like teenagers and college age kids. Trying to sow his weird ass apologetic, which I don't think is particularly convincing or useful. But it's kind of interesting to talk about in the sense that,
ultimately, it's your time to waste. So there's that.
It's my time to waste. Anyone who's willing to come on here and waste it with me, that's great. And essentially what I'm pointing at is a great big donkey fire, right? It's like a donkey ran into another donkey. They were both carrying packs of unstable dynamite and they both blew up, and we're watching a great big donkey conflagration right in front of us. It's just, you can't look away. That's Darth Dawkins. So I'm sorry if that analogy doesn't work for people, but well, we'll see. Put him in his place then. People would say that I did do Hayabusa. Some people said, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying there were comments. Sorry. Where people say I owned him.
I absolutely. Kevin Cass says, I absolutely wasted my time, except the part where he called me a nice guy and professed to want to save my soul without irony.
I'm going to feature that on the show. Oh, my God. Oh, that comment wins it. I don't think anything is going to get any better than that one right there. That is golden.
Yeah, go ahead and continue playing, Joe. I mean, this is yours, but I've gotten past this a couple times, so I already know what he says here. But
yeah, I know.
For those who haven't seen it,
even at 2x speed, this is moving in slow motion for you. I know. Mm-hmm. So we'll go on.
Oh, you have this at 2x?
I don't. I haven't sped this up because I wasn't sure. Occasionally, Praise will speed up the video that he's playing, so I didn't speed it up.
No, this one you can speed it up easily 1 1/4.
See, gaslight a lot. Jefferson's he's a professional gaslighter for sure. But I remember he came on Jill's stream, or was it One Way? So it was either One Way or Jill's stream. They both came on there, and they thought they could slay the beast. No, but the beast slayed them.
No,
so what they did is they rage quit.
Let me stop that for a second. I was on One Ways, and that was the first time I talked to him. The both of us were not on there. I don't think the both of us have ever talked to him at the same time. I may have joined the stream but left it, and then he may have left shortly after. But the first time I ever had a conversation with Darth Dawkins was on One Ways. I think the first time you had a conversation with him was on Jill's.
No, it wasn't. It was on like MK's or something like that.
Okay. So as far back as then,
it was way. I mean, I only talked to him for a few seconds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because that's when MK ran those.
It was back, and you had been on there longer, and you knew more people. You were talking, you were having back and forths with Ozzy and Steve McRae and people like that. And I kind of jumped in there once because you had asked me about it, and we were talking about it, and all of a sudden he popped in there. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. I'm talking to Darth. And then I don't even remember what exchange we had. I don't know if it's recorded anywhere or saved anywhere, but I doubt it was particularly.
Well, if I was on MK's, I don't even know what happened to MK's channel. So I think that whole thing got deleted.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that could be the case too. But yeah, no, I talked to him briefly there, but that was under a different username. So who knows?
Benghazi wants to know if he can hire you for your gaslighting services.
Yes, I gaslight the shit out of all services. Yeah. I've even been known to electrolyte things. I've moved into the 19th century in some senses, but all right, let's play this and see where he goes with it.
Believe, and either quit or they got booted. I think they quit.
We didn't. I think the first time, I can't account for the first, totally account for the first time I talked to him back when I had I don't even know what username I was using at the time. But after that, I think the time that I talked with him next, it was like over a year later, and I think I talked to him on Jill's channel, and I may have been under the username of Disembodied Dead.
Yeah.
And I didn't talk to him long before either. I'm pretty sure Jill kicked me. We got into a back and forth, and then Jill just kicked me out so that he could suck up to him or something like that. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know if he gave Darth mods and then Darth kicked me. I'm not sure, but I got kicked. It didn't last very long.
Yeah, I don't think I rage quit either. I think when I had my conversation with One Way, I think I went to bed because it was like 6 a.m.
The conversation that I had with Darth, I can say this safely for anybody that's watching and anybody that gives a damn. The conversation that I had with Darth Dawkins when he jumped into my stream, this stream that Tom Rabbits is kind of profiling in the video that Praise is profiling here, that's the longest continuous exchange of conversation that the two of us have ever had. Because I don't think that any time that we talked on Jill's channel that it lasted that long. There was one that we had with Jill where I kept trying to answer his questions, and I was kind of bouncing back and forth between a couple of two concepts, and that might have lasted 9 minutes, maybe. So that might be technically longer, but it's not very fruitful. And then I got kicked. So
yeah, I talked to him for a lot longer than that, unfortunately. But go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Jay who ran away like a little scared mongoose, and then you had Jefferson thought he would take on the beast, and it was a total demolishing of Jefferson there. It was pathetic.
I'm not entirely sure that I was Jefferson, quote unquote, at the time. So the fact that these guys are piecing 2 and 2 together means that they're digging a little deeper than I normally would have given them credit for. But even if they had,
I think Praise is trying to give his audience the impression that you and I both got our asses stomped by him at the same time.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
Yeah. And in most cases, like if you're getting into kind of an introductory discussion with them and you start to piss them off, you don't get an opportunity to get embarrassed or pwned or any of this other kind of stuff. You just get shut out. I don't understand what Praise is doing with this. That's now that Praise is like the last time that I joined in on Reformation on the channel, I got in there for about 20 seconds, and somebody ran this like question and answer thing like, "Oh, do you think you're being abused?" And then Darth followed it up with, "Do you think I'm abusive?" And I answered honestly. I was like, "Yes, I think you are." And then he asked, "Well, why do you think that?" I'm like, "The nature of the questions you're asking, the tone of your voice, and the stance of your positions. I think you're here to be abusive." Click, banned. He didn't kick me from the server. He banned me outright from Reformation. He didn't care who I was.
Yeah, I got server. I didn't get banned. I got server muted by Antonio by asking, because Antonio was talking to somebody about his beliefs. Then he said he didn't want to talk to that. He let somebody else talk to him. And he's like, "Yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with this guy. Somebody else talked to him." So this other guy's like, "All right, fine." So him and the other guy started having a conversation. I'm sitting there listening, and then Antonio decides to pipe in again and ask the guy a question. And he asked the question, the guy answers, and it's, "Antonio, I thought you said you weren't going to have anything to do with this guy anymore. Why are you asking him questions?" And I was server muted. That was it. That was the end of my time at Reformation.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yep.
All right. Well, I just pinned the invite link in there for anybody that wants to join. We got about 21 viewers here, so that's not bad for kind of an impromptu late at night.
I also want to just add before you start this that there seems to be kind of like a status symbol thing. It released kind of getting this vague kind of notion of like there's some kind of status involved with having a conversation with whether or not how you handle yourself with Darth. And it seems like any time, even if it's a cordial, even if it's an okay conversation, praise is automatically going to go to you got dismantled and you ran away.
Right.
I
So-
mean, hello, isn't that isn't that a praise problem and not our problem? Okay,
Huh?
that joke. Okay, let me. You know what? That joke failed. But
Oh,
How you guys doing?
I was reading something. Night Rage. Night Joe Bob.
well, no, like you said, act one way. Sorry, praise always act like he's beating everybody. But isn't that his problem?
Yeah. You gonna play, Jeff?
Hang on just a sec. I'm just trying to leave a comment here.
Pardon me.
Dead air, folks.
Sorry. There you go. I didn't see him jump in here for a couple of comments, so. All right.
Contrarians, that's all they do. Maybe you should invite him to come and challenge me on my interaction with PC Myers.
Okay, I can do that. I see if I can go there, and I invite him to come here right now. Give me a couple of minutes, okay? Did you not remove him?
So I thought that was interesting because he was like, hey, why don't you invite him in here? I can't be invited in. Other people have sent me invitations to Reformation, the Discord server. I can't join them because he blocked me. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Like, hey, Otangelo, why don't you go invite that guy in here? Like, I was already in there, dude.
Yeah.
So
Just ban him from here?
For a second.
Ask me some softball questions in an AMA, and then feed me to this rhetorical fundamentalist dipshit that you had sitting over here frothing in the corner, tied up on a chain.
Yeah, that I'm frothing at the corner.
That's the reason why this doesn't work, Darth. That's the reason Canadian Catholic is keeping you stiff-armed away from the AAA talent that they.
Darth didn't appreciate your rhetoric, Jeff.
Wait, hold on. I got a question. Are you Eugenia of Alexandria?
No. This is from Tom Rabbit's. So Tom Rabbit he recorded. This is from the Reformation server. This is what they were talking about when Jeff was doing his live stream before Darth went in.
Because I heard Jeff talking to Darth Dawkins saying, you're like a rabid dog, and I like
No,
I,
that's
you know, I
the
heard,
stream. That's the stream that they're listening to through Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I got a little bit confused. But
yeah, I wanted to point out that Tom Rabbit is pointing out like a point in the stream that they're listening to from me that is me like kind of my most like
Rhetorical and hyperbolic.
Yeah. I'm probably being my most harsh at this point, but I'm not.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think that I'm wrong either, but I'm also like these aren't the best points that I could make, but he's highlighting these I think to show the discrepancy of what comes up later from these guys. So I'll keep playing this. I'm going to mute myself too, just so there's no.
They occasionally get into these things.
Are you serious, Lawrence Krauss? He actually debated like 15 other professional philosophers and scientists. There was the other day. It was P.Z. Myers. So P.Z. Myers is this what Jefferson's calling is trash? Well, I agree. I would say your whole side is trash.
How many of them are inviting him back to have further conversation?
Mm-hmm.
If they're not, that kind of proves your point a little bit. So just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, if you can demonstrate like a little bit of a juke in views, but you can't demonstrate, like, you know, P.Z. Myers or Graham Oppie or Massimo Pigliucci saying, "Hey, let's have another let's have a longer conversation with that Darth Dawkins guy." Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's have that conversation. They're not doing that. And so Canadian Catholic is like measuring the rate of this thing right up into the point they start sighing and, like, you know, starting, like, you can hear them crossing their arms in front of their microphones, and it's like, okay, wrap it up. Like, you fed them to the monster long enough to catch some views, to excite, you know, the trolls that kind of follow some of this stuff. That's fine, but you can only push that so far and then maintain a relationship with these people professionally.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, thank you for admitting that, Jefferson. There's nothing valuable in atheism. Who can you draw upon? Oh yeah, let's go to Lulz Krause. That's hilarious,
I don't know what he's talking about here.
buddy.
He thinks
Because
that
you're
all
an
these people
embarrassment,
only
but you have
talk about
to
is
Lulz Cow.
atheism.
Yeah, I always find this interesting because it's like, look, Lawrence Krauss is good for certain things. Like, you know, Dawkins, in terms of like his take on certain aspects of biological sciences, those are useful. I don't find all of his insights about atheism or agnosticism or any of these other kinds of things always useful. They're his insights, they're his opinions. I think they're informative, but they're only informative necessarily up to the point where they just inform me of what he feels.
Yeah.
They don't have to influence me in any real way. This guy thinks, like, you know, oh, well, one of your heroes said this. Don't you have to automatically agree with them? I'm like, I didn't make them a god. Why did you?
Yeah.
And they let you cheat on some of the A-listers. They get to, like, bat at you for a little bit, and when they start sounding pissed, they offer them a ripcord to get the fuck out of there before they abandon.
That's not even near true though, because there's many times where Darth articulates a question, and they just go, blah, what? Duh? They don't even know the classic question that they're being asked. And these are people that are in philosophy too. I forgot the one guy's name, but he's like one of
ever
the
give an
biggest
example
atheist
of what it
philosophers
is
out
that he's
there.
referring
In
to?
fact, William, like,
Sorry, what?
Can Praise ever actually give an example of what it is that he's referring to, or is he just pulling?
I think sometimes he could. I don't know that he does.
I mean, he's bringing this up like this is a matter of fact. He's not demonstrating that this is a matter of fact, or that any of this has actually happened.
No.
So you don't know what's actually being convoluted in that weird brain of his, because he does that. I have evidence of it.
Yeah, well, I kind of want to point this one out. He says, I heard his debate with Krauss. Darth just ambushed him during an AMA and asked him a bunch of non-physics questions he had no interest in answering. Yeah, that's an interesting point, and I think that needs to be said. Lawrence Krauss happens to be an astrophysicist and an atheist, right? And because those intersect, Darth wants to know whether or not Lawrence Krauss understands his philosophical and theological points. But Lawrence Krauss isn't a philosopher, and he's not a theologian. And a lot of what Darth questions, even new believers, is based on theology and some kind of philosophy. So I think some of that is actually worse than, you know, some of the weird ass rhetoric that he actually employs. Is that just from the jump, it enables some of his sympathizers and stuff to kind of like look at him and they're like, oh, do you see how he owned him there? Like, no, categorically, this is completely wrong. Like, you know, it'd be like, you know, going up to Michael Jordan and proving, you know, and finding out that he's just ignorant in biochemistry. I asked him all these biochemistry questions. He had no idea. He had no idea at all. So I want to know how he justifies how he plays basketball. Huh? Like, well, you're one because you're an idiot, and now we have an idiot's justification of, the reality of things. Congratulations.
All right.
Craig said it was his toughest debater. I'm going to get his name really quick. Hold on.
Well, we're waiting. Sorry.
Yeah, he's from Australia, but
Grandma Moppy? I bet it's Grandma Moppy.
Yeah.
what was the guy's stupid name? Oh, there he is.
It's Grandma Moppy.
I've already seen this. So.
Oh, I hadn't. So
it's this.
Most of it's forgettable.
John Lennox, or no, it's not him. Ranch, blah blah blah. Dude, they put his freaking name on the freaking. They put his face on here, but they're not giving his name.
Throw me a freaking bone here, people.
Hey, what the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck was that?
Hold on, let me find this guy's name because I think it's worth mentioning though. It says I suck.
do you guys want to discuss or what?
No, I just really. What the fuck was that? Like what? What the? And I thought that was intentional or whatever the fuck when I spoke. Holy shit! What the fuck? At least mine is only stutter related. Not.
Such doing that sounds kind of like J. Barrow Kell from like what is that movie?
Jane's not involved. Struck Back.
No, J. Barrow Kell with some Goon. You ever watched that movie, Goon?
Oh,
no.
Yeah. Yeah, J. Barrow Kell. He wrote it, and I think he didn't direct it, but he wrote that movie. It's about this guy who's kind of a dimwit, kind of a but he's like a natural hitter, not a great skater, but he ends up getting on like a. I don't know what like the sub-tier league of like hockey teams are, but he just basically he gets on there to be a goon. He goes on there to pick fights and check people into walls and stuff. It's a funny movie. I enjoy it. It's a guilty pleasure. Sorry, folks. If nobody likes Goon,
can we keep going before you get into a movie review?
Hang on, I'm setting up a new live stream. Jefferson Spatchcock's movie review of Goon. Right,
Wait, are you actually?
No, I'm not. I'm just struggling to find the play button. I'll play it. Let's see.
7 hours. God damn.
I want to let everybody know I'm still playing this at 1.25.
Sex noises from Praise.
Sex noises. Sex noises. My favorite Canadian punk rock band.
And I thought I made noises. Dude,
Unbelievable, Graham Oppie. That's it. Yeah,
yes,
Graham Oppie,
we got that one. Yes, of course, it's Graham Oppie. AJ Heap says the one with Stifler. Yep, that's the one. Goon is great. Yes, Goon is the movie with Stifler, written by J. Barrow Kell. I can't remember the director. It is a good movie. Very Canadian, very good. And of course, Liev Schreiber as his opponent. Fucking wonderful movie. Alison Pill is the love interest too. She's really good. Anyway, here we go.
That was going into Scary World. Like, I couldn't even find the guy's name, but okay, thank you guys. That's his name. So, would Jefferson think that Graham Oppie is crappy material for Darth? Okay, but that's what I've been saying the whole time, Jefferson, that atheists don't have anyone. They're crap.
Oh my God.
So you're just confirming what we already said.
Point.
I don't understand. What's he saying there?
He's missing the point of what your rant was about. They're not going to probably come back. If that was Graham Oppie's first time being there, the reason why Canadian Catholic was being reserved and kind of yanking Darth back was so that hopefully Graham Oppie comes back to his Discord. Praise is not understanding that. It's about getting him back. It's about making sure that you don't burn that bridge. This isn't a difficult concept, Praise. Just because he got him the one time doesn't mean, well, he did it one time. I think in Praise's mind, he's thinking, oh, well, he dismantled his arguments. He's done. He doesn't need to come back. Anybody else of that opinion? That's just me speculating.
Well, I would just
No,
point out.
I mean, I think you're right about. But go ahead, Jefferson. I just wanted to.
Jeff's whole point was basically saying you want to basically be reserved with these people so that they'll come back for more conversations. If you let Darth off of his leash, it's going to turn into a shitstorm, and people like Graham Oppie and Lawrence Krauss and other as Jeff put it, AAA talent will not go back there. They will find other places to go. They're not going to go where Darth Dawkins is going to chew on them.
I just can't get over the fact that Lawrence Krauss went in Tom Rabbit's Discord server. It's wow, but yeah, you're right, Jay. You know, from their end, it's like, oh well, why the fuck do these people need to come back? We dismantled them, we destroyed them, we completely and utterly embarrassed. Like, okay, back it up, buddy. They just don't want to come back to have a conversation.
But if the person has a new argument or can come back in a different way, they're not going to present it to them.
Yeah, exactly. Like these people, you know, it's obvious that these people are not interested in conversation and they just want to quote unquote win. Like,
well, that's when they start getting that. They feel as though they need to get notches in their belt for how many times they've fought the atheist on the YouTube.
Yeah, I don't get what he's talking about here either, because this has nothing to do with the point of anything that we were talking about.
That's why I said Praise is missing the point.
Yeah, it's so completely irrelevant. So
from before anyway. So yeah, thank you for just confirming we already knew.
And not only you, but the channel that hosted them. That's
Can
the
I
point.
mention something?
Dipshit.
This goes back
sorry, hang on.
to questioning people's foundational beliefs that they hold, to be completely immune from investigation. Is that you're a Lulz Cow when that happens?
That was the part that Parakeet mentioned that pissed me off. When you're investigating claims that these people hold to be immune to investigation, you're a Lulz Cow. At what point did anyone say that something about their belief system is immune from investigation? I think Parakeet's into something a little bit.
Why would you need that? Oh, I mean, the word investigate seems kind of forceful. I mean, you can challenge people on their claims and on their beliefs. I mean, if you're jumping into it just seems kind of odd. Would you challenge somebody day to day? Would you go to like a restaurant or to a bar and just say, how do you know that you're drinking a beer right now? How do you know that's a fact? Do you reference God when you're drinking that beer as a fact? I mean, who does that in real life? No one. So what is he talking about? Because it's Darth Dawkins, because you're on YouTube, therefore everybody has the ability to investigate what a person's belief, what their foundations are in their beliefs.
Right.
That's really fucking weird.
Agreed. And yet here we are. And Parakeet asking that question I thought was really odd, because it seemed like he was asking me a very different kind of.
Well, he doesn't. Well, he's already under the impression that you weren't even going to let Darth in, because he mentions that later, or just a little bit here.
Right, but let me rewind that a little bit, if I can.
Oh, don't rewind it. Why do you need to rewind it? Oh, just to hear what he said again?
Never mind. We'll just play it.
Subversive.
Yeah. What do you think? Should I join it? Should I try to join a stream?
Go ahead, try.
All right. Let's see what happens. Okay. Could you post a link so everybody could see it? Okay.
Just a minute. I put it here in the public.
All right. I'm going to mute my mic.
That got me a shitload of views.
Yeah.
It did. Like, I couldn't figure out why the viewership had jumped up like 15 to 20 views at a time, because a few of those guys are just, probably some of them with like double monitors, were just like, all right, I'll just like open a tab up here for this Jefferson, the speech call, and then there he is. All right. So yeah, thanks for that.
You're going places,
There's no
Jeff.
way he's going to get in.
These guys just can't handle the question.
Wait, what?
I said you're going places. Seriously.
You're
Talking
we're
to Darth.
gonna
Yeah, I'm going places.
make it after all.
I'm going places, but they're not the places that I wanted to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I know that atheists hate these line of questions, but the fact remains is that they are powerless against these questions.
Oh, that's
And I
it's
think
cute.
Darth kind of gets into this here in a second.
Yeah.
We're going to go through that.
He doesn't want to have a direct conversation.
Now, Jeff, would you
A
mind
few moments
pausing?
later, if he got to talk to PC buyers for the better part,
Sure.
No, I just wanted to say the phrase. I think it's very cute that you think that atheists are powerless against. What does that even mean? It means these people make me laugh. They're so adorable.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't even understand the point that he was making there. That didn't make any sense. So
yeah, take that back, because I like the fact where Parakeet says, yeah, he's probably not going to talk to him directly, and then a few moments later, that's famous last words.
Can I just say that I really hold on before you go? Can I just say that I really that I really love this just like the intersections or whatever that rabbits that
yeah,
Tom Rabbit adds.
my favorite is meanwhile at the Legion of Doom.
Right.
Do-do-do-do.
Go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
Let me speed this up.
Unbelievable. Graham Oppie. That's it. Yeah, Graham Oppie. Thank you. That was going into Scary World. Like, I couldn't even find the guy's name, but okay, thank you guys. That's his name. So would Jefferson think that Graham Oppie is crappy material for Darth? Okay, but that's what we've been saying the whole time, Jefferson, that atheists don't have anyone. They're crap. So you're just confirming what we already said from before anyway. So, yep, thank you for just confirming we already knew.
and not only you, but the channel that hosted them. That's the
Can I
point.
mention
You
something?
Get shit.
This goes back to questioning people's foundational beliefs that they hold, to be completely immune from investigation. Is that you're
Hear that? So somebody's questioning these unbelievers' beliefs, which they hold to be immune to question. They don't.
Immune to investigation.
Immune to investigation. They don't.
I mean, isn't that
He's-
projection on his part?
He is. Yeah, he's actually like projecting onto that. But I'll just play this until we catch up to the last part where we're at.
you're a Lulz Cow when that happens. You're subversive.
Yeah, what do you think? Should I join it? Should I try to join the stream?
Go ahead, try.
All right, let's see what
Have
happens. Okay. Could you post the link so everybody could see it? Okay.
Just a minute. I put it here in the public.
All right, I'm going to mute my mic.
There's no way he's going to get in.
These guys just can't handle the questions I know that atheists hate these line of questions, but the fact remains is
Again, hearing it again just makes it even funnier. Jeff, help. What?
Yeah.
I don't put it at normal. We'll be here for 4 hours on
Hey,
25
Red
minutes of content.
No, hang on. If we watch this, you said that his criticism of my discussion with him only went on for a little bit, right?
Yeah, it goes on for 30 minutes, but yeah, at this rate, we'll be here for 4 hours to cover 30 minutes of video.
We'll do our best. All right, we'll try.
is that
What's up, guys?
they are
Red,
powerless against these questions.
What's up, Red?
And I think
Hello,
Darth
Jeff.
kind of gets into this here in a second. We're going to go through that.
They're
Doesn't
powerless
wanna have a
against
direct
these
conversation.
questions.
Power
A few
of us.
moments later, if
Powerless
he got to
against
talk to
these
PC
dumb
buyers for the better part
questions.
of 4 minutes.
I'm back.
Yeah,
This is actually one of my best parts because he actually cuts to me asking a pretty pointed question to Darth Dawkins.
Stage.
And it
Season
inspired
backstage.
PC Myers to write
Let's see
an
if he
entire
runs
blog
again.
post about that kind of interaction. And it was the result of him having done an AMA on that same Discord channel for who knows how much time, right? He might have been on for an hour, 2 hours, I don't know. But it seems like, to me, if he was on there for an hour and a half,
Oh, you're about to get called out, Jeff.
Oh, this is different. This is me ranting about the fact that Darth couldn't figure out why someone would call it his behavior in terms of who he's calling out on the Jesus, it's so stupid.
Jefferson, yeah, you can puff your chest out all you want, but
Puff
when the
my
big dog
chest
comes
out.
barking, you
I
suck.
thought,
You
Jeff,
suck at debating. and I'm going to prove it.
2 hours doing it. And then the 3 to 4 minutes that he talks to Darth Dawkins is the inspiration for that particular blog post. That's a good reason for someone like Canadian Catholic to yank on your fucking leash to get that person to maybe come back, because that person's not going to talk to you again. If they
Wouldn't want any hard
back
questions.
debates or appearances, discussions, panels, roundtables, whatever, they're not going to be able to do that if that person thinks that the only reason they're being asked to come back is to get fed to you down in their basement.
Yeah, he's conceding that the guest needs to be
That's
coddled.
the reason.
Yeah, I don't, even now listening to it, I don't think I was being unfair. So
Well, no. But here's the thing: the way they put it, the guest needs to be cuddled. That it's not so much cuddling as common courtesy, because as you pointed out, if you let Darth off his leash, he's gonna do his thing, and then the person's gonna be like, "Yeah, I don't really want to come back here."
They're looking. Do you know what they're looking for? At least this seems to me. They're looking for ponage. Just fucking
basically,
retarded.
yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
You got-
we're gonna play the
you got
video,
budget?
or
no, I'm here. I'm just responding to a question in the chat.
by the way, why is there like the live with StreamYards? Did you put these?
Jefferson accidentally did that.
Did do
The
what?
banner?
Yeah, the banner and stuff.
banners,
He
I was-
accidentally, because I was trying to teach him how to do this stuff, and he somehow got the banners and stuff up.
Was he drunk when you were trying to teach him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wait, what are you talking about? What banner?
Just play the
Your
goddamn.
StreamYard banners.
Look, like on top, like there's one covering you right now.
The live with StreamYard thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it's kind of distracting, but whatever. Keep playing the video.
Yeah. All right.
Like, fuck you guys.
Like at this point, we're live, so I'm just going to continue with the content. We can figure out the
Yeah. Yeah, we can figure out the details later.
figure out the
Yeah, all
tactics
right.
later.
It's just kind of
All right.
like
Yeah, sure.
Shut up!
I'm a fat fucking clown. Sure. Whatever.
okay, I'm mute. Jesus.
I'm just gonna play this clip and then we'll play it out.
The reason why Canadian Catholic's doing that shit, and the fact that he's not telling you that overtly is because he's trying to not damage your ego too much. The reason for this is that you are simply put a Lulz Cow. You are being used because you attract a lot of attention because you cause traffic accidents.
No, it's because that his script is unbeatable. And
His script is done unbeatable, but
Wait.
I'll continue playing. What?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I had to unmute to laugh at that.
Sorry, yeah, his script is not unbeatable. His script is actually, fraught with a bunch of loaded questions and bullshit. But all right,
Right.
people like Graham Oppie were made to look weak and have no clout at all. I mean, Graham Oppie was made to look like an amateur, even worse than an amateur. So Darth can make fools out of the atheist heroes of their community, the ones they look up to, the fanboys. So
Do we look up to fanboys or do fanboys look up to the? Oh my god!
What the
this
fuck?
this is gonna be fun. I want to get into this. Here we go.
Cause pilots on train railways and bus stations and blow up airplanes and shit.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck did he just? What? Like, I don't know. This praise is definitely something else. Like,
JC,
they
not,
didn't have credit. They didn't, like, what the fuck did he said? Clout? Is that what he's after? Is that what?
Yeah.
What the clout?
Yeah, he's trying to get in with Darth.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Darth doesn't swing that way.
yeah, perfect one row.
Misses.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, perfect one said, well, I'll read JC Nuts. Darth's script is more loaded than an Apple user agreement. And then perfect one said, when Darth presents his arguments that someone cannot be neutral towards God, he used that to establish that God has to be treated as a reality and not a proposition, all without establishing God. Yep.
Right.
You can be neutral towards a proposition. You don't have to take it as true or as accept it either way. Accept it or negate it.
I'm pretty sure like 12 years ago, Darth's script was like the best thing everyone's ever heard, except now it's sad and pathetic because so many people have heard it so many times and have argued against it that, you know what I mean? Like it's basically an old dog. Not
Jeff, are you reading?
That's why Darth is arguing with 17-year-olds on Discord, because he doesn't have a, so he's got to hang out with his little kiss asses and 17-year-old atheists that don't fully understand his script.
I mean, wasn't there a video of him arguing with 9-year-olds?
That was hilarious.
Yeah, there was one.
Shit.
Yep.
Eat a joke or something like that. Yeah.
Like that's as bad as G-Man. Like
let's play the game, man. This guy's an asshole.
Yeah, that's just as bad as G-Man. Like proselytizing the kids in a park. Like,
hey, Jeff.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Are you reading the top chat replay, or are you actually going to be on the video?
No. I'm here. I'm just letting you guys talk.
Oh well, okay. Play the video. Sorry.
Well, I was going to say you can play the video, but your video. You need to scroll up on your video because the video is no longer centered.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
Jefferson's never going to let us back on here again.
I'm not going to let him on here if he moves any fucking slower.
I mean, it's his channel, not yours.
Calm down.
What are you doing?
I know, that's what I'm wondering.
I'm just looking at various comments.
Are you looking at Praise's comments?
Are you looking at the top chat replay or yours?
This is a problem that I have.
Wow.
What are you doing, man?
Just play the video.
Yeah, and scroll up.
Take that sidebar and take it and scroll it up so we have some freaking so we can see the video and then hit play. The one on the right.
In before Jay drives over to where you live and does it for you. It's gonna take a few days, but
it'll take a few, yeah.
More Jeff, like Jay's gonna be calling his sister and be like, "Hey, unplug his internet."
Jeff, what are you doing?
It attracts a lot of attention and it attracts a lot of views. It's the reason why I review your shit half the time. Most that, and because I know that any reviews of your stuff you take personally, and I take it personally too. So,
I mean, it's just playing the video.
But anyway, so
yeah,
hang on a second.
He needs to scroll the bar.
And ask me if he wants to come in here. Yeah, no, I just let Otangelo know. Like, if Darth would like to set up a discussion with me about any of these kinds of issues, let's schedule something to have a talk. But usually, if I'm trying to do one of these kinds of things, if he just wants to show up and just kind of derail it, I know what he's going to do. He's going to.
Is that on my channel or is that on Jefferson's? Oh, Bob's here. Shalom Alechem.
What the fuck was
hey,
that?
Bob.
It is okay. Israeli happened. Is that a problem? Is that problematic or what?
Not really, because
right.
He's just saying something, I think.
Shalom.
Maranatha.
I love it. Come, Lord Jesus, come. Yeah, so we're just reviewing Darth and Jefferson here. And all we're doing is just seeing a sycophant of these atheist spokesmen that try to take on Darth. Like Graham Oppie is one of them. Lawrence Krauss. We're just seeing Jefferson as a sycophant of one of those guys. But the crop of talent sucks. There's nothing there that we can go, wow, that is pretty impressive, man. Those atheists, they're pretty tough.
I mean,
no, we don't see that. Darth just
I'm pretty sure.
I've taken on Darth and made his little bitch ass run.
I mean, yeah.
Praise doesn't seem to understand that there's a difference between it's not that there isn't people that just simply aren't worth having conversation with Darth. He's been around for a long time, and a lot of people have had conversations with him, like Ozymandias, Hogtie Champ, Sock Account. Lots of people have. They won't talk to him anymore. It's not that they're not worth it. It's not that they're trash. Those people will not engage in conversation with him anymore because of how he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out if you can't behave yourself, people won't talk to you. Shocking, I know.
Dismantled 99% of his opponents. And I'm going to get into Jefferson here too.
Wait,
did you
hold
see
on.
this,
What about
Bob,
the
or not?
1%?
What's up?
Like you said, Praise just said he can dismantle 99% of his opponents. Okay, well that leaves the 1% who beat him, doesn't it? Did you hear that?
70% of the time, it works every time. That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. But he said 99% of the time, like he's able to dismantle whatever. But then, okay, well, doesn't that leave the 1% where he can't? Like, so he's not unbeatable then, right?
I think you found his weakness.
The 1%.
Okay, there's too much dead air. Just play video.
No, I haven't. And by the way, I didn't see Jill's thing because I'm not subscribed to him.
Bob! So we were taking on, Calvinism, Arminianism. And I said, you're not an Arminian 10 times.
Oh, they're so dishonest about that.
Yeah. Well, actually, Veckel kind of showed me he was not so disingenuous as I thought. Because he was saying the cross, everything was foreordained by God, but no way does God force people to sin. And I thought that was pretty awesome for him to admit that.
I don't think I ever accused him of being a consistent Calvinist.
Yeah, we still love Veckel.
If you believe in kind of a contingency argument for God, then you believe in the property of sufficient reason. Then you believe in necessitarianism, which means that God could only create the world that he actually created, which means God made people to sin.
Interesting point.
So
True.
And even if you don't get what those philosophical terms mean, if God made everything and he made people to be bad, and some people were bad, that's proof that he made them to be bad. It was necessary for them to exist as bad people and not as anything else. So I'm not exactly sure what these guys are talking about. Like, sin is necessary for God's plan. Basically, people have to die.
Okay.
I refuse to
Veckel
die,
is awesome.
Jefferson.
What'd you say?
I said I refuse to die, Jefferson.
Just don't die in sin. That's
no.
That's the problem.
I mean, play the video. Never mind.
Make sure that you're chaste and and not a member of the LGBTQ. And if you are, denounce them with all your might or whatever.
Well, I am gay, but that's besides the point. Just play the video.
It doesn't matter, I guess. Like, you just denounce them with all your might, you know, in the name of Jeebus, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jill kind of fumbled, I thought, on Luke 7:30. Because it shows that the Pharisees...
Jill fumbled on Luke 7:30?
Yeah, but that's not the conversation. He's just bringing up something from a conversation they had earlier.
Oh, okay.
It's from one of the other. I think it was from something on Jill's. It was on Jill's channel.
So do we stop there? Is that the end of it?
Oh, if you want to stop here, you can. We can do a second part later.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No.
Oh, there's more. There's more to this. There's a lot more to this. It's taken us an hour to get through 16 minutes of a video.
Actually,
it's like one of my streams.
In YouTube content times, that's not that bad.
Okay.
We've made pretty good time. Wait, so he's still commenting. He's still commenting on the crap that Darth and I
Oh yeah, this is just a side. Yeah, this is just a side piece. This is just a side comment. He continues on with that video.
Do you guys want to speed this thing up to see what happens next, or?
I mean, my question is, are we going to be able to understand it if you speed it up to like 5? I don't know. I don't know how high it goes. So
I mean, no, it only goes as high as 2. I would push it as high as 1.5.
I don't know. Your stream.
Hey, I would. Well, never mind.
I'll do at least 1.25. You can watch that.
They thwarted the will of God, and that's actually a verse, Luke 7:30. And like, I think he fumbled a little bit, but I still love Jill too. We both, they're still brethren in Christ. So let's get back to the task at hand.
To come in here and try to run an interrogation script on me, and that's going to derail me from making the points that I was making about the video that I'm trying to focus on. So I'm going to wrap this thing up, and I think this is actually done here. Oh, it looks like he actually is here. All right. Hello.
Oh, he's actually here. Let's see how Jefferson handles this.
Hello, Darth. Would you like to schedule time to have a conversation? I got to wrap this up right now.
Ooh, I see. I was suspecting a little bit of evasion there, but I'm going to give it to Jefferson. I'm not going to say he was evading there, but it's suspicious of evasion.
I'm here right now. Do you want to make any of your most important objections to me?
Well, it depends on the video that we're talking about. But if you'd like to have a discussion about something a little bit more pointed, let's maybe try to do that at a better time. What's a good time?
Whatever. First and foremost, what's your major objection with the views that I present?
All right. How long do you want to be here?
I've got about another, I would say, hour, an hour and a half.
Okay, well, it's not going to take that long because I've already been on longer than I wanted to be. So
I did not listen. I was just informed that you were critiquing me again. I only heard a little bit of it. I really didn't hear anything of a substance.
Jefferson's very evasive, and he likes to.
Hey, Jeff.
Was I being evasive?
No. And remember, you're critiquing him for the second time. You shouldn't be investigating him, Jeff. You shouldn't be investigating his claims, because remember what Parakeet said. Only we're the ones that think that we're immune to investigation.
Very good point. Very good point. All right, let's carry on and see what Praise finds out.
Set up traps for his opponent. Very tricky. Very tricky. So you got to be on your game.
Just bring up like what his best thing was.
Right.
Hang on, I gotta talk to this. Jeff sounds more like an excited Sokka at 125. Benghazi. I am nowhere near as excitable at 1.25 as even Sokka can get at normal speed. Sokka is a lot more verbose and much quicker at this stuff than I am. So,
right. That's what he does. He likes to bring up rabbit trails to try to get people off on the wrong direction, get people confused, change diversions. He's very deceptive, and you got to be careful with him. Very careful. It's like his brother too. Darth's spot on. His brother
This is funny.
Jay is a gaslighter. And so is Jefferson too.
Okay, can you stop?
But of course, they're twin brothers.
You and I are both gaslighters. We're gaslighters.
Praise, you don't know the first thing about gaslighting, okay? Just stop, okay? Just fucking stop.
I'm going to correct you right there. He does know the first thing about gaslighting because he actually achieved a textbook example of it, and he maintained it over the course of 6 to 7 months.
Oh, really? Do tell, because I don't pay attention to praise.
No, yeah, when he fabricated the idea that a J, whatever,
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That was the J that they were threatening to kill, not J, Patchich or whatever.
Well,
they were talking about another J. Not that J.
Well, hold on. I would say there's a differentiation between intentional gaslighting and what he was doing there. Never mind. We're getting beyond the fucking point. Basically, Praise is an idiot. Moving on.
Tanya, I think what Jeff's trying to say is, Praise is better at demonstrating that he knows what gaslighting is than he is at actually giving the definition verbally.
Amen.
It's fair enough. I'll accept that.
Yeah, you can watch him demonstrate it. Don't ask him to define it. Yeah.
So what do you expect?
Critique, just vague definitions of derision. So, what's your most important fundamental objection to my apology?
Did you say something, Bob?
Yeah, Jay Pasick is Jefferson's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Enemy spotted.
And the poison in the well begins.
Twins, but I don't think they're identical twins.
It's just interesting. I know that about them.
Yeah, they're just two bald white guys in their 40s.
God damn.
And this is being laughed at by lots of bald guys in their 40s.
Right?
This is peak weirdness here.
Yeah, which is interesting because I believe, if I remember correctly, there's a certain someone who did turn 40 this year or will be turning 40 this year, and that's Praise.
Yeah, I would ask at this point, like, hey, can someone give me an example of how someone can laugh through their tears? I would point out that quote that he just gave.
That is true. He does turn 40 this year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're a bunch of white guys, balding white guys, and they're 40.
Yeah, but but remember, everybody came from beautiful white people. Adam and Eve were beautiful white people. All those people in ancient Israel were beautiful white people. Remember that shit?
Yep.
Now all of a sudden being a balding white guy in their 40s is bad.
When somebody says remember, all I think of is when Spock tells Kirk to remember, puts his hand up against the plexiglass. Sorry.
No, not Kirk. He told Bones.
That's why I just shaved my head.
Excuse me.
Okay.
It was Bones. Sorry. I got it wrong. Anyway, let's play this.
Or my
I think it's the part that starts off by asking someone if they deny referencing God as the ultimate foundation for facts. I don't think that follows, given that in your worldview, and maybe you can clear this up. I think in your
I suspect cognitive dissonance here from Jefferson, but we'll keep listening.
Worldview.
Sorry.
Yeah,
you acknowledge that God is the necessary.
I wasn't sure, Jeff, if you wanted to continue this some other time when you're a little bit more open-minded, your brain's a little sharper, because there's some things that you might want to dig into here a little bit later when your brain's a little bit more up to the task.
Well, I mean, let me listen to this now, and then I'll reflect on it later. So I'll cease pausing it until somebody else references it. So all right, let's see what happens.
Necessary prerequisite for all facts, right?
Well, I usually don't ask the denial. I usually ask the question in the affirmative. I ask, do you believe that it is necessary to reference God as the necessary precondition of all facts? That's generally what I start off with.
Now, the word fact is a buzzword because it has a high, the epistemological requirement for the word fact is, I think, impossible for a non-theist to uphold. And the reason why that is, it requires an objective epistemology right off the bat. And here's another thing. That epistemology itself does not necessitate knowledge. Atheists have a bunch of beliefs. They have beliefs up the yin-yang. They can have beliefs here to freaking the end of the universe.
Right.
But that doesn't
Can
make
you
it
pause that?
knowledge. So what moves?
Are you catching any of that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm catching quite a bit.
Okay. Facts are buzzwords. Can anybody tell me what the fuck he's talking about?
Facts are actually deterministic. If you don't have facts, then you don't have a God. Because if facts are a thing, they have to demonstrate intelligibility, viability, and intelligibility.
You already said intelligibility.
That means there's a God behind them. So they're not arbitrary. They are essential. God provides them.
Yeah, but Didi is automatically assuming that God is real and making that a fact just by him.
Yeah, but praise is basically going against what Darth Dawkins is arguing by saying facts are just buzzwords.
Right.
What Jeff is saying is actually strengthening. Darth would actually be a criticism, but also it doesn't hurt Darth Dawkins' argument. Whereas or Darth Dawkins' script. But what praise is talking about right now does.
Yeah. What praise is talking about, he's talking about a God of facts. Intelligibility, viability, and intelligibility, those things provide God.
You keep saying intelligibility twice. You're giving three things and using intelligibility twice.
Okay, what am I missing? Viability, intelligibility, and I'm missing the third thing.
Yeah, you just keep throwing in intelligibility as another one. It's like you already used that.
Those particular properties in terms of facts, if somebody is trying to apply those to, whatever adds on to facts, they're adding those properties on to facts in order to prove a God, which basically means facts prove God, which means your God is a God of facts.
Would it be veracity? Would it be veracity?
Yeah, kind of, because you can verify the three properties of the facts. So,
I'm good.
Is that actuality, viability, and intelligibility? Excuse me.
Actuality, viability, and intelligibility?
Actuality, viability, and intelligibility of facts. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Welcome, AJ.
Hello. Did I get in here in time for the discussion of facts?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you as a matter of fact, can you tell us what a fact is?
Well, so my whole problem with Darth and his whole shtick, I think, comes down to the fact that his definition of God isn't a definition of God; it's a definition of facts. He smuggles that in with his definition of God by saying that facts are or that God is the precondition for facts to be intelligible and blah blah blah. He's describing facts, not God.
Yeah, I did this. Jeff and my brother and I had a conversation where it was like he was basically coming up with his own Loki. It was the god of facts, whereas Loki is the god of mischief. The mischief is what defines that god, whereas in this case, the facts are what define this god.
Right.
So, go ahead.
I was going to say, I can define my laptop as this device that's sitting in front of me that displays images. It also secures the fact that Darth has a micro penis. I can just define it that way, and now Darth has to accept that he's got a micro penis.
How do you know that? That's
because my laptop secures that fact.
I'm gonna just state right now. I'm pretty sure Darth probably has a massive dick.
That's not
I know it's sad for any of us.
With the attitude that Darth throws out, he's got a micro penis. The way how pissed off he gets so quickly at little kids.
No, I think he has a massive penis, but he's attracted to men. The fact that he's got that
No.
big a dick and it's aimed at guys, that explains.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I should
It's
hope
just that
not.
that trajectory, for him, that is freaking him out. He's got this great big eggplant, but he can't plant it anywhere because
Jesus Christ,
Christianity.
Jefferson.
Yeah.
Exactly. He can't plant it anywhere because of Jesus Christ. That's exactly it.
Because of Jesus.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to really add was when we were talking about facts that Darth's definition is just terrible.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
All right, I'm out.
Thank you, AJ. By the way, AJ, if you want to have a chat about any of the conversations that you've had back in the past with Darth or any of these other people, I don't know how long you've been involved in like the YouTube community, but if you ever want to come on and have a chat with me or chat with others, if you want to have more like a panel discussion, just let me know.
I'm always happy to jump into a live chat and talk about any of that stuff. I don't have any personal run-ins with Darth. Our common intersection is with Philip Cornelius Amon. We both got to debate that charming fellow.
Yeah, that's true. We did.
And what a delight that was.
Yeah. And I kind of wanted to, like, did you watch the one that I had with him?
I did. I've watched, other than the one he just posted today, I've watched every minute of every video he's ever done because that's how much I hate myself.
So the one that I did with him, I was kind of curious because you asked me about it, and I don't want to. This seems more than a little bit, self-serving, and we'll get off this really quick. But I jumped on this whole thing where I got into this whole thing with evil with him, and I wondered, what do you think about that?
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've watched all of them, but it was just the problem of evil as far as Christianity goes.
I demanded that he provide me. I basically kept saying like, God must be the source of evil. I kept coming back to that. He kept giving me some weird argument, and I basically kept turning it around. I'm like, then God is the source of evil, and he couldn't get out of it. And I just kept looping around it, and I just kept basically telling him like God makes evil. And I kind of felt bad about it because it kind of limited our conversation. But
that's where he went into his little false dichotomy rant about God either has to be all good or all evil, and the fact that it's that there isn't ultimate suffering means that God must be good. That was his argument, right?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. That's yeah, I mean, obviously it doesn't take a whole lot to pull that one apart, but it's good that you got a chance to hold his feet to the fire, because not everybody that he engaged with was on a neutral platform, and a lot of he just railroad people kind of the way Darth does.
It just felt really weird because when I got him into that position, it just felt like I felt like I don't know if you've ever seen. Have you ever seen the show Banshee?
Yes.
Yeah,
I love that show.
Yeah, I think it's episode 3 of the first season where he just keeps like he gets into a fight with that mixed martial artist that like rapes a girl.
Yes,
he gets into this horrible, just horrific fight, and at one point where they're telling him like, "Yeah, you just need to calm down," he just continues to smash his face, and I kind of felt like that with Philip. I was just like, yeah, it felt like I was like really severely limiting his ability to move, and then I was like, yeah, maybe that was for the best. Maybe it was.
Yeah.
It was.
I think that ended about as good as it could have.
Yeah. I haven't talked to him since. I don't think I ever will. I don't think he ever wants to talk to me again.
He does not like to re-engage, and he ran through a gauntlet a couple of weeks ago where he did a back to back. He did me, J.L. Warren, and then Team Skeptic of the Flat Earth fame, and
shit.
That was a rough 3 days in a row for him.
Oh my God! I mean, yeah, he must have been throwing up for weeks.
Well,
that's rough.
Team Skeptic was actually the one who moderated the debate that I had with him. So I went at him for about an hour and a half, and then I just sort of let Team Skeptic have his say because I wasn't going to jump in at that point because I'd said my piece, and Team wanted a few words with him. So that was very entertaining.
Yeah. Yikes.
But yeah. So anyway, I'll get out of here. I'll let you guys jump back to making fun of Darth because that's always fun, and I'll jump in again sometime later.
All right. Thank you, AJ.
Alrighty, thanks.
Yeah, nice talking to you. Take it easy.
All right, appreciate it.
Yep. Bye.
And then there's 3.
Yep. It's just the 3 of us. It's just you and Tanya. Oh,
In before there's 2 when I leave, but no, I'm staying.
Just wait, you will.
Yes, Darth is engaged in the homoerotic dominance culture. They center around dominance and submission regarding submission.
Submission.
Thank you, perfect.
I love the avatar, by the way. That owl just says
Yeah,
like,
that
I've
owl's
seen
great.
too much. I've seen too much. Like, did
Anyway.
you ever? Well, go ahead. If you're gonna end it, or keep going.
No, I'm probably gonna end it. It's about what? It's about 11:30. It's getting close. Yeah, I can go on a little bit.
Well, no, like I just wanted to say, did you ever try to put yourself in Darth's shoes and and realize how pathetic your life is?
Yeah.
Like his life, now you get the point, right? Like you can place yourself in his shoes and like, oh shit, my life is pathetic.
I got divorced. My kids hate me.
I would like to think that it would put me in like a Walter Mitty kind of position where I would like start interacting with the world around me in a radically different way, and not like hate on my fellow man in a metaphysically poisonous way like Ebenezer Scrooge, if that makes sense. I'd like to think that.
Just think of the seven little Christians that just follow you around and be like, "Oh, Darth, you're the best."
Yep.
See, this is the part where I start to think that Red's on the bad side, because I'm pretty sure he's trying to like coax me over to the enemy. No, I don't think that. I don't think that at all. I think that's bullshit. I think you know it. Maybe
I've seen too many Tom Rabbits.
You're left. You're left. You're left. Okay, sorry. I was
listening to that group of little Christians just fucking kissing his ass like he's the bee's knees of fucking bullshit. Like, oh my god, you guys need a fucking life.
I mean, they could say the same thing of us, kissing ass.
Not really, because I don't spend 12 hours fucking chatting with 17-year-olds.
Well, no, that's fair. You don't. Okay.
I don't spend my entire life on fucking Discord just hoping, a big name comes by.
I mean,
that's sort of the thing with me too, because it's like, when somebody is like, what, I think we need to do something about police violence against black people, and I'm like, hell yeah, we do. And then somebody is like, hey, you know what happened to student so and so, and I just want to slap them across the face, like slap, like shape up, like, man the fuck up. We got bigger problems here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm fucking weird about that kind of stuff. I get. I don't know. I think I might be kind of left wing in application, but like right. Well, no, I'm left wing in target, but right wing in application. Like when somebody's like, "Hey, like, what do you think about this kind of stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, so here's the thing. What's the best way to think about this? If somebody takes me into musical theater, I will hate it. Wait, no, this is not a good example. I have no idea what to do with this.
What's wrong with the theater?
I hate musical theater. I do. I just fucking hate it. Just as an example.
You gotta open your eyes, bro.
Huh?
You gotta open your eyes.
I have.
It's not that bad.
I forced myself to engage in musical theater for the last 2 years before the pandemic. I watched all these different musical, productions and stuff. I did develop a kind of fascination. I do like. There are 3 musicals that I like. One is Shit.
Sweeney Todd.
No, Sweeney Todd was shit.
Oh wow!
How dare you? Get to
No.
actually, no, I never saw Sweetie Todd,
No,
so
no,
it's never mind.
No, I didn't. To be fair, I didn't see Sweeney Todd as a musical, so I'll have to see it before I can like judge it. But let's see. What did I dislike?
Fiddler on the Roof.
No, I liked that. I liked Fiddler. Yeah, but I have grandpa tastes, so
I'm just now
grandpa
shit my dad's done. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you got it right. Yeah, Fiddler did it for me. I didn't like the rest, most of the rest of the stuff that I got. I did like Hamilton. I liked it. Yeah, Hamilton, Fiddler on the Roof. What was the third one? Oh, Come From Away. Right, it's a movie that a grandpa would love. Right, it's about like Newfoundlanders welcoming people during the 9/11 pandemic. Right, like they had all these 9/11 people fly in to Newfoundland to avoid New York City because New York City was being targeted by the terrorists. Right, so they flew into Newfoundland. Yeah, it's a great story. It's a pretty good musical. It's only about 90 minutes long. The music isn't all that great, although the music that is like Irish jig music is really good, and most of that is associated with the fact that Newfoundlanders dance an Irish jig every most of the time they get drunk, which apparently is daily. Yeah, so I liked it.
I can see why you liked it.
Yeah, it resonated with me. I liked it. The other musicals, not so much. Especially the.
I think you'll like Sweeney Todd. There's a lot of killing in that one.
Yeah, I've seen I've seen like the first like 30 minutes of the movie. Yeah, it doesn't work for me. Like musicals generally don't. Like people start singing, I immediately remove myself from the theater or show or state. Like I don't know what it is. I like music. I'm a big music fan. I love rock music and jazz and stuff like that. But when people start doing musical theater, I start like fucking clenching up and just like, oh Christ! It just feels like a kind of psychology experiment or something. Like I can't deal with it. So.
Okay.
I like your response to that. You're just like, all right.
So, are we continuing with the video? What are we doing?
Yeah,
we're talking about musical theater, and all you want to do is watch the video. What the fuck, Midnight?
Okay, fine. I'll sit in the corner.
Believes into knowledge. I'd like to ask atheists this. This is what Darth could have actually pinned Jefferson down more on, is show how you have justified knowledge, much less a justified belief. And see, this is where Darth could have brought up the Gettier problem. The Gettier problem, the problem is spelled Gettier problem, the Gettier problem. And it shows that justified beliefs do not equal knowledge. You need something that's qualitative to make justified beliefs. You have to have a standard outside, basically, than your opinion or someone else's opinion. It has to be irrelevant to or objective to people's opinions. So the Gettier problem, Darth could have eviscerated him all. It just completely just made a joke out of him. And we're not even talking ontology yet either, metaphysics. I mean, we could have went into metaphysics, and I think he tries to do this, but see, I would approach this way differently. And I would have broke it down, like just like what I'm doing right now. What is your justified belief, justification for justified beliefs? So if he goes, well, evolution. Well, here's the thing, evolution only selects biological traits. It doesn't work on truth propositions. Okay. So evolution's out.
how many atheists actually use that as their argument why they don't believe a God? There's Christians out there that believe in evolution. So how does he get that? That's probably an extremely small group of atheists that was like, yeah, I left because of evolution, and we lost midnight.
Oh, yeah.
Are you seeing what the Christians are, what shit talking they're saying about you?
Yeah, it just looks like it's yeah, on the wrong show.
You looking at chat?
I think I am, yeah.
do you see the usual names, or do you see a whole bunch of Christians?
I do see the usual names, yeah. Other
Okay.
than yeah, I see a lot of Danny too.
Yeah, no, Danny's here.
Yep, there's
Yes,
Jay.
all atheists are good.
Hey,
And Jay's back. How's the patrol?
Oh, exhausting. I feel like hammered shit thanks to that second shot.
Oh, you got your second shot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kicking my ass. So what are we doing now?
We were talking about musicals, and then we got a little bit farther, and then Praise said some goofy shit about how atheists use evolution as why we left Christianity.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah, I thought that one. Yeah, I thought that was interesting because I don't know how many times people have actually told him that are atheists, even myself, that it wasn't the theory of evolution doesn't lead you away from God.
Right.
If it does, you're just not thinking.
Right. And that there's a large number of Christians out there that believe in evolution.
Yeah, it's called the whole Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah. But those people aren't true Christians, Jay.
Yeah. Are you gonna take this? No, Jeff's awake. You can just
we
let
got
Danny
Danny.
on.
Hey, Danny.
What's up, guys?
What's up? You gonna hit play, Jay or Jeff?
Yeah, if you guys want to get into more of this, or
It's up to you. You're the boss of the
Sure.
channel.
Yeah.
We can do this another time when you're feeling a little
Well,
better.
when you're not more prone to falling asleep and leaving your channel open.
True. Does this get into anything more like? Because I think what are we about 23 minutes into this? How long does he go on into the whole?
About 20. I'm not sure. I've only made it up to probably about here.
Oh, okay.
Maybe even before that. Before this.
All right. Well, we can drop this for now, and then we can kind of start to wrap things up because I don't know what else it gets into after this point, but some of his criticisms don't make any sense. So, but that's praise.
Yeah. Yep, that's what I thought. So what's new with you, Danny?
Oh, nothing much. I'm just killing time right now, taking a break.
Are you coming from another live stream, or are you just getting on for the night?
I was on Discord, so.
Wonderful Discord.
Were you in the Reformation server?
And Canadian Catholic server.
What is Canadian Cat? What's his server called?
Philosophical Checkmate, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yep, but yep, that is what it is. I think I got banned from that one.
What did you do?
I don't know. I think that was one of the ones where I tangled with Darth and banned. Yeah,
that will do it.
I thought, Jeff, we were the only two that rage quit.
Yeah.
They just rage. What? They just rage block, rage ban.
Well, yeah, rage ban, rage whatever. I know that I've been on that channel before, but I don't think that I'm allowed on at this point. So. Not without an invite, Danny.
I don't think you're banned from that, but let me get you a link.
Yeah, let's see what happens actually if you give me a link.
Yeah, I had one way send me a link to his Discord that I was already in at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, so I had to tell him, I was like, I'm already in the Discord.
He got home from his job and dipped into his Guinness early.
I just put it in the private chat, Jefferson.
All right, let's see what happens.
Oh, and the suspense is killing us.
No, I guess I'm in. All right. Neat.
Merp.
Did you jump into their...
I don't know what happens next. I think apparently I think I have to like kill a hippopotamus in order to live. I'm not sure. The rules are a little disconcerting. So yeah. Who knows?
Does it say anything about firstborns? Anything at all?
Nothing that esoteric. No.
Okay.
It's like, like children, not firstborn ones, like, so it's just like plain Jane kids.
Dump your bratty teenager here.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw that Canadian Catholic is on Darth's bad side.
Oh, I'm sure they'll kiss and make up eventually.
I don't know that they will.
Could just be a minor hiccup. Could be like Darth Dawkins and James Kuntz. Darth gets butthurt about James moderating him, and then he rage quits, and then he comes back, and then everything's fine, and then he gets out of control a little bit, and then James steps in to moderate, and then he gets pissed at James, and then he rage quits.
Speaking of all that, y'all saw that I was banned from, Speed's channel, in some kind of indefinite manner.
You're banned from Speed's channel?
Yeah.
You should have gone in there earlier when Robin was in there. You're banned from the StreamYard, or you're banned from the YouTube?
Well, he banned one of my. I think he unbanned my chat. Right, he had me banned from the chat for some reason, and then I think I'm not allowed to join the streams anymore.
Oh. Hey, you should have been in there with Robin.
Who's oh no, I did. I was there for a bit, but I don't know. it feels like precepts are not very. I don't really care for them very much.
No, they're really not. But anyway, Jeff, are you going to end this?
Yeah, I think
Because you're really quiet. I think you've got your whiskey zone going.
Oh no, it's not just that. I'm just getting really quiet. So
yeah, that's normally a time to say yeah. Mumble, mumble, grumble, grumble.
This is where we need Jefferson to turn on his camera so we can keep an eye on him.
No, he might be in his underwear again. No, we can't have it.
You're gonna see me the noises that Jay just made. You know, the mumble, mumble, grumble, grumble. You're just gonna see me making those with my face. I'm just like Ed Asner, just like yeah. You're gonna watch a 40-year-old turn into a 90-year-old, you know, in 10 seconds. Yeah, no, it's fine. Hang on a second. I'm just trying to pull this up.
What are you trying to pull up?
I was trying to pull up a Discord again, and I did. I think
It's kind of weird that it automatically threw you straight into their general chat.
I'm not. Yeah, I think.
Because all of a sudden I started hearing a whole bunch of Christians start talking. I'm like, what the fuck am I in?
It's the meat. It's the meat shoot, dude.
Yeah. Discord apparently is just, you know, about like, you know, chucking pieces of meat into various pieces of meat just to do it. Like, oh, are you smoked rotisserie chicken?
Well, you've got to have a bot. I would think there'd be a bot set up to do that. So basically, if you're new, the bot would basically just send you. It just moves you directly into.
I thought based on the difficulties that I was having that it was saying that I thought it was going to be having a difficulty, but it didn't. Apparently, the difficulty was that there was an absence of a bot. And now,
no, there's a bot because it automatically threw me into their general chat, and that's why all of a sudden I could start hearing people talk that weren't in this room.
Well, I got to say, Red Fang, you and I are never going to cross paths in Discord. Apparently, they have labeled you as some kind of omnisexual, and me as kind of like weird protosexual. I'm like, I can only like
what?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, it's weird. Like, I've just my
Who labeled?
profile is, what?
Who labeled who? Wait, that channel, that Discord server labeled you that?
I'm being slightly facetious, but it just seems like my particular account is being labeled with a kind of like the old man, like kind of old fashioned, like, okay, this is the extent of your social outlook. This is the best you can do. Kind of.
Okay.
Like I don't have a problem with this, but
hey Jeff, can you send me a link? Let me take a look at this server.
Yeah, there's one in the private chat. It'll just click on it. It'll send you straight to their chat room.
Oh, right here. Okay, let's give this a shot. Philosophical checkmate. Join philosophical checkmate. I'm in announcements.
That's pretty good. That's not a bad place to be. That means you're a black belt in there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't go directly to the. Yeah, I went to announcements. I didn't go right directly to general voice.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, you don't entirely have to. It's that spooky.
Well, somehow it just sent me straight to it. I don't know.
Maybe it's if you open the link.
Have you guys noticed what's happened? We're wondering about this, and Danny has gone missing. Danny,
I'm sorry, I'm here.
Oh, sorry. Jesus, Danny. Scared the shit out of me.
What made you think I was missing?
Fuck! Now you're no longer the missing link. You might be the key to this whole thing. Oh, damn it. Sorry. Ugh.
Mm.
What?
Reaction rules. This is kind of interesting. That's in reaction. I don't know what that. Jeff, are you still up?
Yeah, still up.
Oh, are you gonna shut down for the night?
I should. All right, all right, folks. We're gonna end this thing right now. We were looking for what was being searched for at this point.
Nothing.
Okay, nothing.